Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
On. Now it's on. All good. Everything working, connection fine. Ahoy Zorak, ahoy Bimo. Welcome, my name is Ike. This is Switzerland.playit with TAGN, the angry game news, the daily news every day. That means from Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern. I talk about video games, about a little bit culture stuff, but mainly video games. Movies come up sometimes about actors and shit, and TV shows. Today we have not a lot of stuff, but we have to talk about a certain thing that bothers me personally. I saw gamesindustry.biz talking about females and gaming. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a study there for a brief moment at the end. But before we come to that, let's just go through the regular stuff. I feel smarter already. That's good for you, man. You're gonna feel dumber after you hear a lot of that female gamer stuff. It's not gonna be Gamergate 2.0, 3.0, whatever, but it's just interesting to see that it's still not over this all DEI equality crap, you know. Let's start with Sony, shall we? Sony's live service ambitions take another blow as Fairgame's creative director leaves Heaven Studios mid-development. The fate of PlayStation's upcoming live service game Fairgames is once again under scrutiny as its creative director Daniel Drapeau has confirmed he has left Heaven Studio to join Warner Bros. Games Montreal, which in the terms of games about Warner Bros., he is now pretty much under James Gunn. So was that a good move? Maybe, we don't know. Because listen, it's the second high-profile exit of the summer, with studio founder Jade Raymond also exiting back in May, several weeks after an external playtest reportedly met a lukewarm response. As of this week, I joined WB Games Montreal Inc. as a creative director, Drapeau announced in a LinkedIn post. I can't wait to start this wonderful adventure with all the great people here at the studio. I also want to particularly thank Yves Lachance, Logan A. Lesage, and Brian the Berge. I think those are all fucking very French names there, for their trust and support throughout the process. Now let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I mean, let's just keep talking, and then I can give you my 2 cents. Neither Heaven nor Sony have commented publicly on Drapeau's departure. Sony announced plans in February 2022 to launch more than 10 live service games by March 2026, later saying the push would bring games of different genres to different audiences. It spent big on studios buyouts as part of the drive, bringing in Destiny developer Bungie, the now shuttered Firewalk Studios, and of course Heaven Studios. And I didn't know about Fair Games, gonna be very honest here. If I don't know about a game, I don't know about a game. So let's just look into the first trailer they gave us in as a showcase in 2023. Yeah, I mean, okay.
You want to know about us?
No.
So?
It's kind of a heist.
Think about it.
Heist game, or a live service game, meaning you need a subscription of some kind. Oh yeah! Listen at that music, man. Fuck off. I had enough. I really hate such music these days. This fucking generic hip hop, pop, drum and beats crap, man. I fucking hate that shit. And it's not actual gameplay. It's all pre-rendered stuff. But it was out for me even back then in 2023, and it didn't get better. This kind of music for me, man. Fuck that shit. If you are into that, fine. But I really just anyhow. And earlier this year, Sony reportedly canceled 2 announced live service games. One, a God of War title in development at Bluepoint. The other one in the works at Days Gone developer Band. Yeah, they should have not wasted money on a live service game by Band instead of doing Days Gone 2. I really don't get it. People have enough live service games, I think. Good ones too, that is. Fair Game, stylized as Fair Game and the $sign, is described as a competitive modern heist game where you team up to break into exotic locations and steal the cargo. What a novel fucking thing. You have to hurry up, man. Reloaded is coming out this year. Haste. Not actual gameplay, so then I don't care. I didn't care. I tried to like it, like in the sense of just being open for the game in general. But then I heard the music kicking off, and I was out. Fuck that crap. But yes, this guy left the studio for Warner Bros. He's going to do some Warner Bros. Stuff. Let's see how that goes. Ever eaten? A little bit late, but oh. Let's move on then. Physant OD are potentially reveals at Kojima Production 10th anniversary show. So he is going to have a show there, Kojima, with his company. It's become already 10 years old. Time flew by very quickly, actually. 10 years old studio, and he's going to have a little showcase for us. Kojima Production will celebrate its 10th anniversary later this month with a live-streamed showcase at Toho Cinema's Roppongi Hills, featuring special guests and a glimpse into the future projects, in quotation marks. The event is called Beyond the Strand and takes place on 23rd of September. Hideo Kojima will host the show, which will last for 2.5 hours, with tickets for guests going on sales tomorrow. Yeah, go buy it and go to Tokyo. I guess it was in Tokyo. Maybe not, actually. Let's just check it out. I'm pretty sure Toho Cinemas Roppongi Hills must be in Tokyo. Live research, bitches. According to AI Search, Cinema Roppongi Hills is a prominent 9-screen cinema complex located within the Roppongi Hills complex in Minato City, Tokyo. Okay, there, I was right. Well, I would be surprised if Toho was in the different spot opening cinemas. Hideo Kojima will host the show. I already read that shit. Following the launch of Death Stranding 2 earlier this summer, Kojima Production has 2 announced projects in the works. OD alongside Microsoft and Physant alongside Sony. And yeah, Physant, he's working alone on that project, but he has zero things to show. It's just up in his head so far. I'm pretty sure about that. Only concepts. And OD, which stands for Overdose. Oh, you're going to be excited on the 23rd of September of this month. Going to see like more of Hunter Schafer, the tranny. Bimo, are you already hard for Hunter Schafer? Such a shit show. I don't care, but many people still love this company, love Kojima, so we have to report on stuff like that, right? Kojima would hang with Norman readers in my town. Did you go and say hi to them? Bro boys. Kojima's a strange dude. He's probably gay. He's probably gay. Norm is like shitty beats. I'm not so sure, man. Maybe we have a lot of fatigue and that weird, like very, very generic hip-hop pop crap might be too much for many people, even more than 2023. Anyhow, they want to make our minds more weak by telling us that the Chinese love AI. 39% of gamers in China are interested in generative AI applications in games. According to a new report, gamers in China are expressing a high interest in generative AI. The report found that 39.4% of gamers in China are interested in generative AI applications in games, while 85.2% are aware of the technology. That's a lot. They know about that, but they still just take it. They just swallow that AI crap. I guess they are trained by the government to just take whatever is shown in front of their face. According to Nico Partners' report, short video apps like Douyin, TikTok, and Kuaishou have continued to grow in importance and are key marketing channels for game developers looking to target players in the country. Yeah, it's not like, I mean, I guess it's actually like YouTube in the Western world, which is a big marketing tool or X to just publish like little trailers and such, or short GIFs, whatever. Or GIFs, actually, you should say GIFs officially. The report also found that minigames have emerged as a notable segment in China. Yeah, just to push the HDD shit like short memory training there, I guess. The report found that 84.4% of gamers in China have played a minigame, with 17.7% of women playing these games daily compared to 10.3% of men. So there you go. You have to go after the women here. The women are easier to manipulate, I guess. In June, Nico Partners released its market model reports, which reported that the Asia, Middle East, and Northern Africa (MENA) games markets generated $86.6 billion from player spending on software and services in 2024, marking a 1.4% increase. That is a lot of dollar bills right there, man. That's a big market. I mean, especially China, because China is getting more and more wealthy overall. Like the middle class is very, very high these days. So a lot of money is in China right now, and they don't want to miss on that. And while they are at it, they can manipulate because every bigger media in China is absolutely controlled by the Communist Party. So yeah, I'm not surprised that so many in China like the AI sloppish stuff. I wish I could meet Kojima. China. Take the crap and like it. I never say GIF when reading GIF. I mean, I know, but that's just the official way to say it. I thought I heard their economy was struggling. I mean, they don't care. They have like enough money. As far as I know, they have actually also a printing machine for US dollars. So depending on what deals the US and China makes, like economy-wise, political-wise, China can print on their end the money without the need of transporting like physical dollar bills and all that. I just heard that at one point. If it's true, I don't really know, but would make sense because it's a fucking big ass market there. The whole world still produces a lot of mainly electronics, fabrics, and just metal tools and all that, metal goods, still in China. A lot, like a lot. So it would make sense if they have actually a printing machine of their own there to not transport the physical money if needed, you know. That's just the reality of it. So they are not. I think they are not really struggling so far. That was 4 years ago when the mobile the mobility market crashed in that sense. But the Chinese government just picked it up and said like everything is all right. And yeah, we never heard about that anymore. I don't remember what was the biggest company called who built buildings and whole cities and all that. They struggled with like $2 trillion US dollars like debt, couldn't pay that off anymore, and just went pretty much bankrupt overnight. So I don't know which. Sorry, I forgot the name of that big corporation shit. But that's me. I don't think they are struggling right now. They're keeping their economy actually strong enough. The whole world is still dependent on those fuckers. Just saying. Let's talk about handhelds, shall we? Because it seems to me, all of a sudden, a lot of reports about handhelds just came out this past 48 hours. And it might be the year of handhelds more than anything else, especially Xbox supported handhelds. Just a little side note, what we got, or we're gonna get very soon. The MSI Claw A8 arrives this month for 850 British pounds, but I'm fearful of its US price. The MSI Claw A8 A8, the other way around, yes, officially has a release date, or at least that's the case for the UK. While there are no US listings for the best gaming handheld contender yet, British retailers now have pre-orders live for the portable. That's great news, right? No. Well, maybe, but only if you're cool with paying 850 British pounds for one. Available to pre-order now for 849.98 at the Scan UK. The MSI Claw A8 is one of the next-gen handhelds with the Ryzen Z2 Extreme to hit the scene. The fact that it's set to launch on September 17th means it will beat the ROG Xbox Early X to market and could be worth a look if you're looking for a Windows 11 handheld. They'll gain the same console perks. Just from the performance perspective, it's a little bit more performant than the ROG Xbox Early, which has already all the approved Microsoft stamps and certificates and all that, right? Performance-wise, it's about like 10% faster overall, has more GPU cores and such. So it's going to be more performant. Price-wise, it doesn't seem like to be much higher. It's going to be probably with sales tax in the US, if it's going to be released in the US. We really don't know yet. Over $1,000 US, most likely. So yeah. Do you want such an expensive handheld? For that money, you can build actually a decent gaming PC without attachments, like without keyboard, mouse, monitor, and such. So I don't know if you want another 1K handheld console, but that doesn't stop them from producing it and publishing it and putting it on the market, right? I would like the Intel MSI Claw since supports Thunderbolt and eGPU. The previous one, I just looked up about this one, and I saw the previous one was called MSI Claw AI Plus, right? You mean that one? The connectivity, I don't know. Just go to the links down below in the description. You can check out the page here. When I had this article up, they had only one model. Now they have a second one in white. So you can pre-order if you really want it. Is there a big market for handhelds? I don't think so. I really don't think so. But they might prepare people just to buy more handhelds, performant handhelds, and with an Xbox Ultimate subscription maybe in the future, and Sony PS Plus subscriptions to stream more on your device than to really load all games on your device itself, which gives you more incentives, like the games might be cheaper if you do it over a subscription base, right? In your head, it's just cheaper, right? I just pay every month only this price, but you're not going to own any of those games in the future. So I think that's all like planned. It's all orchestrated probably just to prepare people. And somebody needs to publish those things first, and they are maybe up for it to take the shot and to take the blame, like for high price and such. Last year's model was Intel. Yeah, that must be the AI Plus, what you mean. And now we just got this one too. So I'm just going to show you the Lenovo Legion Go 2 leak reveals full specs, and I'm cautiously hyped for the handheld sequel. We don't know about the price of this one. It has pretty much the same, exact same CPU like you just saw the MSI, the Legion Go 2. You have two models, the Extreme and the Z2 normal one. Probably just over what I just lost the word. Overclocked. A little bit overclocked for more performance. Other than that, a little bit more RAM, storage is the same. Probably price-wise, it's going to be the same, right? Price-wise, it's probably going to be the same. And I just want to show you that it feels like very generic. Something very generic is coming up to us. I feel like it's going to be something very generic. Because you can't really design them super different from each other, right? You're just going to hold it on the sides. The button layout, especially from the MSI Law and the Legion, if you look closely, those buttons are in the exact same spot. Those are a little bit more closer together, the analog stick and the D-pad, right? Than on the MSI. But on the other side, again, those buttons here are on the same spot. So it feels like they are maybe manufacturing it in the same factory. Like, it just looks a little bit similar to me. And here is what you're going to get from Asus, the ROG, right? Again, you can't design it much different. You're just going to hold it to the side, big ass screen in front of you. It has to have 2 analog sticks. It has to have 4 buttons at least on the right side, the D-pad on the left side, of course, trigger and bumper on the top. The ROG has kind of a more unique because it has like the wings more prominent showing. But yeah, so all those 3 at least will be released this year. We might see more. I don't know which company has the money and the resources to produce another one. Gigabyte, maybe. ASRock, not S, like you're behind. Only one S. ASRock. Maybe. But other than those 3 now, I don't know. But it feels like this year is going to be a big push for handhelds. Overclocked Overwatch. That wasn't Overwatch. Amazon Luna is really good, and it's got some free games on Prime. Also, there are some GOG titles you can stream. Yeah, because Luna and GOG are in a partnership. So I think you can play the whole library of your GOG on Luna. You can, as far as I know, connect those accounts together and be able to play everything on Luna. So they have a partnership. That's why you get often if you have Amazon Prime, a lot of GOG free games, actually. If you have Amazon Prime, go subscribe on Twitch, on my channel. Give me your money there. But no, if you have Amazon Prime, you can get free games for GOG. It's huge and clunky looking. They're going to be the same size overall. They're going to be the same size. That could be a good for people with big hands. Giggity. Is that a giggity there, Bimo? ASRock, ass strong. I would give my buddy a hard time over his ASRock motherboard back in the Athlon 64 days. I like ASRock. The first product I bought from ASRock was a very, very exotic one. It had 8GP, the old GPU socket, and PCI Express for newer GPUs. It had DDR and SDR, some weird mixes for like the new generation and the old generation. For CPUs, for certain CPUs who supported like both. It was a very weird motherboard, but I loved it. Yeah, but anyhow, I see like a handheld year especially for Microsoft probably being a good year. Maybe Sony will jump on the train and publish like a full-fledged PlayStation app, so you can install it on PCs, on all kinds of PCs, and just stream all your PlayStation games, your library. Who knows? Who knows? It's not the case yet. It's not the case yet. Don't you love it when Star Wars, not Star Wars itself, but when like those publishers, those journalists tell you who's a star. Just a little side note. Just a little side note. Eldon Ehrenreich. The German name, man. What can I say? He would love to play again for Star Wars. But so far, we have nothing confirmed. Because Solo didn't make money, man. It made at least minus $80 million US. Overall, globally, it made roughly almost $400 million US, but it cost almost $300 million US with marketing, the whole budget. So no money made there. I just find it interesting that those publishers, those outlets here call them stars. Disney even found an actor who looked and talked a lot like vintage Harrison Ford in Star, Eldon Ehrenreich. But people still weren't into it. I wonder why, because you tell people who's a star. People, the audience decides who's a star. He might be an okay guy, I don't fucking know, but I just am done with Star Wars. And I think, like, actually the majority of people feel the same. Like, you give us so much crap over and over and over and over. Every year you're gonna push something Star Wars, and it makes no sense, and it has, like, no place in the Star Wars universe and all that. Or rather in the galaxy, right? Far, far away. And especially because of such articles who tells us as the audience who we should consider a star, just pisses me off personally. And I guess many people just feel the same. They don't know, maybe even less, how to express their feelings in the sense of fuck off with that slop. Nobody is interested. Oi, John Thunder on YouTube. So why you just telling us who's a star? He's not a star. Just because he was the main character and main actor in Solo doesn't make him a star. Am I crazy here? Am I crazy? Tell me in the chat. ASRock Taichi is a nice premium brand. Yes, I had one of those too. Yes, my buddy's ASRock had all of those features. Solo should have never been made. They made it. They wanted to push it. They don't learn. They don't learn. Soil. Never heard that, actually. It is not a story that anyone wanted. I don't know about that, you know? I don't know about that. Maybe like Solo Origins, where did Han Solo came from and all that. But you need just to make it super interesting. You need to appeal to the audience, and the audience need to like it. I don't know how you would make that, but the audience needs to like it and to tell their friends, hey, I watched Solo. It's actually good. You should go watch it too. I think it's not going to be a waste of your money. That didn't happen. So it means just it was probably not good. Very simple, right? Left YouTube, came back to the light side of streaming. I wouldn't call Rumble light side. But welcome here. Oh, ouch, my junk. So, yeah. It's just weird. And this continues. This pretending who's a star from the media, from the mainstream media, is just annoying. It's stupid. It doesn't help. It actually repels people. It keeps people away from your promotion there, you know. For example, we have to talk a little bit about this. Buffy the Vampire Slayer revival series pilot has wrapped filming, as director Chloe Zhao confirms a 20-year time jump. Oh, nice! You're telling us we have a time jump. I want to talk a little bit about Chloe Zhao here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. She's one of those directors and movie makers which is very artsy-fartsy. Like, yeah, everything has to look nice. She's more into drama stuff, a lot into drama stuff. And her new movie is already praised to gonna get an Oscar for sure. what is it called? Hamnet or some crap. I'm not super into those movies, just to be clear. It might be good. I don't think so, though, because she also did actually once for Blizzard a trailer. I never knew that because I'm since Diablo 3. Diablo 3 was okay, but after that, with all Blizzard stuff, I was not interested in Blizzard anymore. But she did a trailer for Diablo 4 2 years ago or some things like that. I never watched it. We're gonna watch it together, and you tell me how much you like it.
Whatever you can do. We beg you.
It starts already stupid. Hi, Sacred Sage. Good to see you. It starts already retarded. This style of trailer with real actors and all that can make sense if the game supports that, like the lore, like the feeling, the overall feeling of it. Blizzard should have rendered something like that. That's what they are known for, high quality rendering, trailer and CGI and all that, but they went with live action.
Will you save us?
They are talking to you as the player. Will you save them? And then they show the characters, all the different classes.
Will you make them suffer?
Will you make them suffer? If I see you already, I don't need to make them suffer. I'll just free you.
Can your shadow be our light?
Also, the music pretty lame.
Will you fight the darkness?
I had to laugh a lot when I watched it today, the first time. Because, you know, blacksmith, right? And then he says, will you fight the darkness? I'm not sure if that was like intentional in the sense of putting in DEI stuff, and that's the only character left to put a black dude in it. But in connection with that saying, it's just stupid. Everything in this one frame feels stupid. A blacksmith who tells us, will you fight the darkness? What? Are you telling me I need to fight you? It's just very stupid choices made. Very, very stupid choices. In my humble retard opinion, as usual, of course.
The darkness.
Please end the terror.
And the whole thing feels like a certain trailer, not trailer, but like a little collection of AI people talking to you. You might remember that was like, what, almost 2 months ago now? About this one streamer who, guys, I'm drowning here. Give me some subscriptions, 5 subscriptions to buy the DLC. You remember that, right? It feels like the same quality behind it, but it's supposedly real people this time. It's just fucking retarded. Deliver us from evil. Oh, I bet that sold a lot of copies of Diablo 4 Ultimate. I don't fucking know, man. It's just so bad. But yeah, I didn't know that Chloe was behind Buffy, the reboot. It's not even a real reboot; it's just continuation, actually, sequel. I'm not gonna look that. I'm not gonna watch that stuff. And she looked once really great. She has aged okay. Last time I saw her was in Dexter, Original Sin. She looks okay for her age, you know. She aged okay too, in general. But she's not hot. She's not hot in that sense. I don't think she's hot anymore. 25 years later, yeah. Nobody asked for that, but they really, really try to make some kind of money. They hope for a lot of money. I bet no money's gonna come. No money's gonna come. They just destroy another IP right there. Also, Chloe Zhao made Eternals. Yeah, Marvel, Disney Marvel Eternals. You know that super, super successful Eternals movie. Crazy. Those people are all crazy. Now we have to talk just shortly, briefly about the next PlayStation State of Play is all about the James Bond. I think the trailer looked fine. I kind of looking forward to this game, and because it was like the main thing in the last State of Play, the trailer, they're gonna show us this time a little bit more. The next PlayStation State of Play is right around the corner, though it won't have any big reveals on upcoming first-party PS5 exclusives like Wolverine. Sony revealed a September showcase later this week that will focus solely on the upcoming James Bond game 007 First Light. In this upcoming State of Play, tune in for over 30 minutes of gameplay featuring a playthrough of Bond's first mission as an MI6 recruit. IO Interactive representative Jan Ruskel writes over on the PlayStation blog. The action includes everything from high-speed car chases to on-foot stealth sequences and shootouts. Stay tuned after the playthrough for insights from IO Interactive on the intense espionage gameplay. The State of Play will air September 3rd at 11 a.m. Pacific. The State of Play won't be giving fans a peek at what else is coming down the pipeline for PlayStation 5. However, 007 First Light is also confirmed for Xbox Series X, S, Switch 2, and PC. Switch 2, oh, okay. If it's gonna be able to play that. Naughty Dog's Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet. House Marquet, Sauros, and Insomniac's games Wolverine are all in the works, but the details on each of those blockbusters remain vague. I think this Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet is not going to be a blockbuster. I'm pretty sure it's going to hit instantly the wall. Nothing looks appealing in the first trailer they showed us. And it's Naughty Dog. Fuck Naughty Dog forever. Like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers and Ryan keep on saying. We also still have no idea what Santa Monica Studio is working on and whether it will be in the God of War universe or not. I mean, they should be on the third part on the trilogy to finish the trilogy up there, you know. But we don't know. We'll see if the 007 deep dive ends up being the only Sony showcase this month. Yeah, we're gonna see. I kind of look forward. Whatever I saw so far of this game looks fine. It might be not like a super interesting game, but a lot better than a lot of other slop we had so far. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. What? Oi, Pigo! Good to see you. Looking forward to the new Bond. I hope it's good. Me too, man. Me too. I bet the use of Udini on what? Sacred. Lol, the darkness. The dark side, Phil? No, I hope not. No, Phil was not included in Diablo 4. I mean, maybe he was. As a monster who wants money, who wants all the time money, but delivers shit. That sounds like him. Grandma Buffy coming to save the day. Yeah, I mean, it is. She not in the grandma looking age there. But yeah, she's a MILF. She might be a middle. You don't want to date her too often, but if she offers, you would maybe take it. Jennifer Love You, it was and is hotter than Sarah Michelle Gellar. Hard to say. Jennifer has blown up sideways, especially sideways. She has blown up. I still would do, Jennifer. I still would do, but she has blown up a lot sideways. Oh boy, Sony slop. Yeah. Looking forward to the new Bond. Didn't they want to make a black woman the new 007? And in the movies, they are not sure about the movies. They don't know about the movies, which way they should go. And they better don't fuck that up, because the last James Bond was not very well received. Daniel Craig. That was his name, right? Daniel Craig. I think he died a horrible, pathetic death there. So yeah, they should reboot it in a good sense. And the black female Bond will not go well. Will absolutely go sideways, blow up, and be drained down the pipe into the ocean, burn up in the ocean for no reason, explode there, and yeah. Intergalactic will be the next Concorde. I don't know about that because it's going to be a solo game. It's not going to be a live service game. But go watch a trailer. You never saw the trailer, Pigu? Go watch the trailer and you tell me if that Asian bald lady in space invokes any interest in you to want this game to play. I don't even would want to download it for free. And if I would I would want my money back. Maybe it's a good afternoon here, blasting some Path of Exile 2. Are you getting addicted again, John? I think 007 First Light will be good, since the team behind the newer Hitman trilogy. Yeah, I mean, the first time before I saw all the logos for IO Interactive, I instantly saw it was the same style, the same visuals. So like the Hitman series. And the Hitman series is very, very well received so far. Probably gonna be a good game. I'm looking forward to it, at least. That's still free. Excellent, and Path of Exile is my favorite game. Your favorite game? They are bloating the skill tree. Haven't jumped into the new update yet. Now the free weekend pass. Now you have to buy the support pack to gain access. To gain access? I mean, it's still in early access, right? It's good if you play a ranger or witch. If you play other classes, you may run into problems. I'm usually a warrior, so I expect pain. Pain is a question of willpower with warrior. Doing inside talk here about stupid Path of Exile. That's what keeps me actually away from Path of Exile. I don't like the overblown skill tree. You don't need that crap. Just make it decent, like easy to go with your skill points. I'm actually blasting with Ranger to play later with a Warrior or Monk. Got stuck with Monk in Act 2. Nah, I'm good. I've seen it. Would you download Whaleguard for free, lol? I would download Whaleguard if somebody gifted it to me. I have it in my wish list. Down in the video description is like the donation link where you have the wish list of Steam linked. If you're gonna give it to me, if you're gonna give it to me as a gift, I'm gonna play it for you people. But I'm not gonna like it now. I'm not gonna like it. I already know how shitty Whaleguard is. I want Mighty Megatron to come in the chat and gift me the game. How about that? Already addicted, lost some sleeping hours. You're gonna get over it. I mean, if a game is fun, a game is fun for you. You can't do anything about it. Path of Exile skill tree is FFX sphere grid system on crack. Act like a last epoch. I kind of like Lost Epoch, but Lost Epoch just makes it convoluted with timelines and shit. It gets boring. It gets annoying after a time when you go back in time forth. It's really not nice. I've been playing since Act 3 was the end game in 12 of Act 1. Lol, the skill tree isn't actually crazy. It's annoying, not crazy. You start at a different point at the tree depending on your class, and you work from there. It's just the amount of skills. It's not that I don't understand what's happening. It's just for no good reason, really. Made too big. Ubisoft Montpellier. Stupid French. And Ubisoft Milan working together on the future of Rayman. Ubisoft Montpellier and Ubisoft Milan are working together on the future of Rayman. Brand producer Loy Gounon said in a video message, celebrating the series' 30th anniversary. Rayman first launched for the original PlayStation on September 1st, 1995. A very talented team at Ubisoft Montpellier and Ubisoft Milan are currently working together on the future of Rayman, Gounon said. Don't expect news from us too soon, but rest assured Rayman is in good hands. Are you sure about that, though? It's still overall Ubisoft. And everything with Ubisoft is not in good hands right now. Just saying. Remember, none of their games, the last 4 or 5 games, made money, really. They just pretend they made money, especially with Assassin's Creed I Can Breathe edition. And then they have the lawsuit of the old manager guard there, still ongoing. Now the CEO was called to court to say something. I don't know. We don't know yet. And they were bought up in parts by Tencent, and they made it like a subsidiary company there for the biggest IPs of Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and I forgot the third one. But yeah, it's not going well for Ubisoft, so I don't know about in good hands. I just don't see it in good hands. You should have made maybe... I mean, they're gonna push it on Switch too, whatever comes out for Rayman. And Rayman is a beloved IP overall, and they didn't fuck it up, Rayman in general, I think. I didn't play a lot in the past Rayman, but so far I haven't heard any like major outrages outside in the World Wide Webs that Rayman is shit or anything. Any Rayman so far seems to be like as an IP still very well received. Back in October 2024, Ubisoft confirmed that Ubisoft Montpellier and Ubisoft Milan recently started an exploration phase on the Rayman brand, with the project still in its early stages. This was following a report from Insider Gaming that Rayman Remake was in early development. More recently, in May, Ubisoft Milan posted job listings for a 3D gameplay animator and senior game designer to work on a prestigious AAA title for Rayman brand. Don't go for AAA titles. That means a lot of money just put in for maybe not good reason. Rayman was always this kind of more niche, easygoing, jump and run, you know? So why do you try to make it a big ass game with AAA attached to it? Idiots, as usually morons, in my opinion. They changed actually the studios. What was the other studios? They told us to do. They changed the studios from other studios to the Montpellier and to the Ubisoft Milan studio to make it happen, pretty much. So we have to wait. It's gonna be probably another 2 years till we're gonna see a new Rayman. Hopefully a good one. Many people like Rayman. Ubisoft. Everybody, Ubisoft soft. Everything with Ubisoft is soft these days. Oh, I missed a new name. Oh, I missed a new name. Vinny Parmesan. What a cheesy guy, Vinny. What a cheesy guy. For new ass Creed, I liked Origins and Mirage. Yeah, but they also, I think, didn't make really money. Ubisoft might, and I say might, play it safe for a new Rayman game to recuperate losses. But that's only a hopeful prayer. No, AAA doesn't tell me it's gonna be save money. It's just not gonna be saving money with a AAA thing. Yeah, Origins, the only new AC I really enjoyed, says Zorak. Pretty much to haste. Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed. Yeah, Origin was good. I liked Odyssey. I haven't tried Mirage yet. I checked out that of Odyssey made the game, but it has the ship combat, which is fun. Soft and flappy. Rayman 2 Great Escape was so good. Classic. More Assassin's Creed. Former Assassin's Creed director who also worked on Arkham Origins joins Rocksteady, sparking more hopes for a new Batman game. Rocksteady has hired a former Assassin's Creed director who just so happened to work on Batman Origins, leading this to speculations that a new Batman game is on the way. We're gonna wait. What was his name? I forgot his name. Do they tell us his name? Am I tripping? Doesn't matter. He left the other company, Ubisoft. Well, I think it was Ubisoft. He just left. And he worked on Arkham Origins. I think it's a good game. It's not like a super beloved game of the Arkham series. I think it's great. Story-wise, might fuck it up a little bit to see where the Joker came from and all that. I understand that. I see that people don't like stuff like that. Gameplay-wise, though, the same like the rest of the Arkham games, and I just love it. So since I don't believe that it's gonna be a new Arkham stylish trilogy, Batman trilogy, I think it's gonna be more something that James Gunn is gonna have his fingers in it and gonna fuck it up. That's what I think. Because James Gunn told us, I reported that about 2 weeks ago, James Gunn really wants to have the oversight of all the games too, and that the actors of the real live action movies gonna voice every character in every games he is publishing, and he is giving his okays to it. So, and it's not gonna be Patterson's Batman, by the way, because that's a different universe. He made that also clear. He's gonna have his own Batman beside the Batman 2, which will come out in about 2 years or so, maybe. So it's gonna be a big mess. I think Rocksteady is not gonna be a name that stands for the same quality in the future, because James Gunn is gonna fuck it up. Just telling you. Now to the big thing here. Late. I should do less news articles, because when the chat is alive, I want to read it. Wow, yeah, mess. Wokeman, the Dark Soy Crusade. The Dark Soy Crusade. Did you drink your soy milk? Boy. I broke all your bones. Drink the soy milk, it's gonna help. Okay, let me take a sip here before we go to this. Wetting my throat for this one. Giggity. A third of women mobile gamers in the UK feel guilty, says new study. And I'm not fan of studies like that, because they don't tell you the whole story. They don't tell you how they question it really, and you have to go register stuff and to read the whole study for yourself. I don't like that. If it's a good study, it should be publicly just available without any logins. Just download a PDF and read it for yourself. A new study has found that nearly a third of women who play mobile games in the UK feel guilty about gaming. Published on August 21st, 2025, the study was led by University of Stirling's Dr. Steph Rennick and Cardiff University's Dr. Jean Roberts, in partnership with Swedish gaming studio Undone Games, and surveyed 1,000 women who play mobile games in the UK about their attitudes to gaming. The research found that 28% of the women surveyed agreed that they felt guilty about taking time to play games, with older players, those over 55, less likely to feel shame than young players, those aged 16 to 24. According to the study, women who kept that gaming secret from friends and family were 3 times more likely to feel guilt, 63%, than those who didn't, 23%, while women who look forward to playing are 9% more likely to feel guilty than those who don't, 34 versus 25. All those numbers doesn't mean really shit, because 1,000 women to ask about gaming is not a lot, you know? It's not a lot, and you maybe need to do this study with more women and over a bigger period of time to like see the mentality of the women. The research also found that this feeling of shame was aligned with whether women identified with gaming culture. 60% of respondents didn't believe they played enough games to be considered a gamer. And women who said they perceived gaming as a male pastime were twice as likely to feel shame about playing games, 46 versus 23%. While those who would be embarrassed to call themselves a gamer felt 20% more guilt. It's all about fucking victimization of yourself. Feeling guilty. I feel so guilty playing video games. Makes no sense. But that's how the study was conducted. You had also already a premise. You had a premise because if you ask a woman about gaming, you're gonna ask them, if you want to be neutral, how they feel about gaming in general. What would you like more? What is not on the market that you would see more? Would you like to see more to buy and all that? What commercials are out there that you don't feel like it's calling you for gaming and all that? But no, they had a premise about guilt, obviously, right? In this study, they had a premise about guilt to make the women feel guilty, to ask them, do you feel guilty playing? Because the woman then just goes into a different mode, probably, who is being asked, right? Yeah, I never thought about that. Now that you ask me this way, I feel fucking guilty playing video games. For what reason? I don't know, but I just feel because you asked me this way. You can make those studies all fuck up. Yeah, you know. It's just weird. Silly women. Yeah, men talk shit in online games. Study finds. Yeah, on side scrollers yesterday, they played about this one female who was like, "Ah, that's what I have to deal every day, man. Being called out and blah blah blah." Dude, I don't care if you have a vagina or a penis. I'm just gonna bitch around about your gameplay, and I'm gonna bitch around about my gameplay too. So, welcome to the internet, everybody. But they don't feel shame when they got an OnlyFans and older men pay to see them naked. Oh, you phrased it pretty nice there, John Thunder. It's fans and older men to pay them to see their assholes. That's how it is. Weird. Yeah, imagine quantifying emotions. Didn't studies also show that gaming is the least desirable trait women see in a man? Probably, but again, those studies are worthless too, you know? Because again, you have probably a premise Like, what you think about men and how much worth they have in your eyes if they are gamers. Just depends on how you ask. Everything in life depends on how you ask. And if they're gonna catch up and just call you out about why you ask me this way. I can ask, for example, hey, dude, did you eat again shit? And the other dude has to defend himself now. Either he is not smart enough and likes, no. If he says no, just no, that means he ate shit in the past. It can make everything sound stupid, you know? Maybe they stop feeling guilty tomorrow after they were surveyed. I don't just unstable and dumb study. Very dumb, but it's funny too. Confirmed Ike swings both ways. Wait, why? Whatever. Tell me why in the chat. In a second, I'm gonna read it. Where was I? Yeah, this I read. By contrast, women who believe occasionally playing games makes you a gamer felt 42% less shame. If they feel as a gamer, they feel less shame. 42%. 42%. I don't know in general why you would feel shame in just playing video games. It's just entertainment. If you have a partner, you can maybe play with your partner or do other stuff with your partner. Going for a walk, going hiking all the time, doing sports together. But for many people, if they are single, that's like a good way to just relax, just play some video games. Why would you feel ashamed? The study shows many women feel excluded from video game culture, with significant numbers of women feeling guilty about playing video games and worrying about what others think of them taking time to play games, Dr. Rennick told the University of Stirling. Interestingly, feeling guilty or keeping secrets about gaming did not correlate with how much time women spend playing games. We expected a significant proportion of women to report feelings of guilt around playing video games and taking leisure time more generally. So, like, those women who felt guilty doesn't tell you about how much they played, though. They felt guilty, but they played a lot, probably, which is interesting, you know? Which is probably interesting. Like fat land whales, maybe. Like the same mentality, same mindset in women. Like, I ate this piece of cake. I already ate this piece of cake. Doesn't matter anymore now. I can eat the whole cake now and feel ashamed later anyway. But now is the time to eat. I already feel ashamed anyway, so what does it matter, right? It feels like that to me, man. But while we thought feelings of guilt or shame would have a negative impact on the amount of time women spend playing games, we didn't find such a connection. Those who feel guilty or keep secrets don't play less, but they feel worse. Fucking stupid cunts, I swear. Elsewhere, the study found correlations between guilt and barriers related to game marketing, with 41% of women more likely to feel guilt if they didn't know which games to try. I don't know which games. I feel so more guilty if I don't know which game. And 44% feeling more shame if they thought games were too violent. This aligns with barriers identified by Chess, which is the full name Shari Chess, from the University of Georgia in the Grady College of Journalism and Mass Communication. She is like an assistant professor. We're going to come to this lady, and that's the point where it showed me this whole study is like dog shit. Because they're going to mention another study which is even worse. We're not gonna go through the other study through. We're just gonna talk about the lady, this Shari Chess, who made this one study. Just to show, like, to have evidence, like, this study is already crap. Because you don't get like confirmation from a good not a good source, but from a source that is already shit to like confirm your study. That makes no sense. That means your study is very, very shitty. That women may not be aware of the diversity of games available because there is a limited range marketed to them, thus the former. And yet when they think of games simpliciter, they may not have casual games in mind, thus the later, the report said, which is like this study from Shari Chest tells you. About identity. We're going to come to that in a bit. The report specifies that this study only considers the responses from people identifying as women. Now we come a little bit closer, huh? Now we come a little bit closer to Shari here. And while its results are revealing, they do not demonstrate that women feel more guilty about playing mobile games than other genders. Huh? Isn't that weird? Now all of a sudden, because of identity, doesn't matter the gender, really. They don't feel more guilty than other genders, whatever that means. Plural, other genders. Taken as a whole, we propose that the results suggest that many UK women feel excluded from video game culture, and that this exclusion can be a barrier to playing mobile games or being open about one's play, the report stated. In other words, many of the results can be explained by women's sense that games and gaming culture are not for them. They are not being seen. They are not being seen in commercials, in promotions. People are not talking about women in gaming stuff, you know. They are not being seen. Isn't that weird? A lot of women thinking gaming is childish and a waste of time. Probably older woman for sure. The younger woman shouldn't be, because it's just part of culture these days. It's just a leisure time off for yourself. It shouldn't matter really, but yeah, I see where you're coming from, Haste. Yeah, men can't have any hobbies. They can only go out and make money and give their full attention to women. DDR helped me get really good with my hand-eye coordination. Gaming is definitely another waste of time. Maybe not. I don't know about that. It depends for everybody. Go, UGA, Georgia, dogs. What a bunch of noobs. I saw that article. The guff. I do what I want. I don't know what the guff means. Ever eaten, but good for you. These women are pathetic. That's the thing. Women, identification of women and all that. That's part of this whole thing. We gotta come to that in a bit. Stupid article. Stupid study and stupid article. I play one shitty game that is woke, but my addiction prevents me from moving on. The rest I play are okay, usually. I know a lot of Gen Z girls that play games these days, so that's interesting. Younger women are more open-minded, yes. It's just a hobby. If you're not going to get addicted like John Thunder with Path of Exile, there's nothing to it. You shouldn't feel anything, actually. You just can enjoy a game. That's my thinking. This is in keeping with previous research, which has found many gender disparities in leisure time, with women being almost twice as likely to feel guilty about taking me time than men. The report continued. So again, like, just build up more victim mentality here. This study doesn't help the women. I just can tell that. This study actually like cementing the fucking mindset of, oh, me. I don't have time for me. And if I take time for me, I feel like guilty and all that. What's wrong with you? If you want to take time for yourself, take time for yourself. Who the heck gives a shit? If you're single, of course, as a female, as a woman, right? If you have a child, you have responsibilities. The same goes for the dad. They have responsibilities to raise that child. So you can't just take any time off you want, right? You either have to work, it depends on the times, right? You have to look for your child, you have to go with your child to the school, you have to help with the homework and all that stuff. So you have responsibilities. But that has nothing to do really with the gender. Maybe woman a little bit less time for yourself, sure, but just that's life. That's just fucking life. But that tells me like victimhood here. Building up victimhood once more. Stupid study. Women tend to spend less time playing if they feel they don't fit into gaming culture, for example. If they believe that gaming is a male pastime, or that they don't play enough games to be a gamer, are embarrassed to call themselves a gamer, or think video games are too violent, Dr. Roberts told the University of Stirling. In contrast, women spend more time playing if they are proud of their gaming achievements. Like Alyssa Mercante. She was so proud. Be reminded of 10 days ago. I talked about her and her article. She demanded fucking achievements to be recognized. She's like the opposite. She's like, I am a gamer. I fucking need my achievements. I need to be recognized by the community. Give me. Sure, if you think so. Doesn't mean like you're just gonna get it though, right? This suggests that the guilt and shame are just symptoms. While these are clearly negatively impacted women gamers, they may not be the root of the problem. Maybe all the women are the root of problems. Sorry, Evereden, but you're evil. Instead, removing barriers to play for women may require deeper changes, such as reducing leisure inequality between man and woman. That last phrase is super retarded. That means like there is some inequality out there in commercial, in ads and all that to like tell women like, hey, you're allowed to play video games. Don't be sorry, you're allowed to. But because of the inequality, because it's only a violent commercial and all that, the women don't feel seen and all that shit. Fuck off, stupid cunt. That's all I can say. But yeah, that last phrase tells me everything I need to know actually about this study and how stupid it is. Now we need just to go back to this Shari Chess here from the University of Georgia, which is not the writer of this study. I told the names about these studies, people. But they took that as a reference, as a confirmation. And would you look at Shari? Doesn't that tell you everything you need to know? Hey, bro, you bitch! Where have you been for weeks and weeks and weeks and more weeks? I'm here, can't chat though, doing work. Okay, that's all. Thank you for being here, though. Would you look at that? That's Shari Chess. She does journalism and communication stuff. She's a assistant professor telling the young people how they need to communicate and do you recognize something? She's more of a like has more meat on her bones. Let's put it that way. She's not like fat. But she is a little bit more chubbier. Let's use that word. And in the background, you see though a little cartoonish depiction of her. Isn't that interesting that she sees herself or wants to be seen like this more slender, big boobs, and more brownish women? You wouldn't depict yourself this way if you want to be like proud of your whiteness, right? It's just weird, right? First, I thought like, she might be a little bit blackish. There might be a little bit black in it, and the lighting might be too harsh, right, in the photograph. So I looked up more pictures. No, she is just this white cunt. And her study, which was taken for the study we just looked up, it's called Ready Player 2, Woman Gamers and Designed Identity, which talked a lot about this identity and women who identify as women. That tells you, again, a lot. It all comes together at once more, like people just trying to tell you what a woman is, of course. In their eyes, just whoever identifies as a woman. A big shit show. 240 pages. It costs you this study, which was paid actually by your university. And the university now sells this study here as a publisher for $27. I'm not going to buy that shit. Fuck off. It's not going to be worth anything, but that's how it is, man. And when I saw this picture, I actually never thought about why are they all dyeing their hair blue? What's behind the blue? Why is that? So I asked the almighty, all-knowing Grok, what do liberal white women try to communicate with blue hair? That was my question. That was the whole thing. Like, very simple, right? Now, Grok, that's Grok saying, not me. Sorry, liberal white women out there. Liberal white women with blue hair often aim to communicate individuality, non-conformity, and alignment with progressive or countercultural values. The bold, unnatural color choice can signal rejection of traditional beauty standards. Back to her picture. Traditional beauty standards, you know, nice hips, right? On her depiction as a cartoon, right? Big nice titties. Blue hair though. Rejection, but not if it's in a cartoon style, right? Then you want to be looking good, and you're allowed to do that, right? Lying cunt. Where was I? Rejection of traditional beauty standards, embracing creativity and expressing solidarity with social movements like feminism, LGBTQ+ rights, or anti-establishment ideals. It's a visual statement of standing out and challenging norms, often associated with younger, urban, and politically vocal demographics. I don't know if she's young. She looks past 40 to me. I mean, might be wrong because those liberals sometimes age way faster than many other women. Context matters. Yeah, the context is she is for identities. There's the context for you. Some may simply like the aesthetics, but it's frequently a deliberate symbol of identity and ideology. Yeah, I agree with that statement. Thank you, Grok, the almighty, all-knowing Grok, for that statement right there. Weird women. And we are done, actually, with the news. I went past time, but I just wanted to talk about this stupid study that tries to make women guilty by asking them if they feel guilty playing video games. It's just stupid. All depends every time how you ask. Okay, you gave me a lot of chat here. There are some women here on Rumble. When they show cleavage, their viewership increases. So try that, Evereden. No, don't do that, Evereden. I'm gonna lose all the respect for you, Evereden, if you show that the people on Rumble your cleavage. I'm gonna lose all respect. I'm telling you. If you show maybe nipples, you're gonna regain the respect, though. Just saying. Strike that, Alisa is not a cunt. Never was. And I will totally never be a cunt. Doesn't want to get sued. I don't care. She can try. I don't give a shit. That's my fucking opinion. If I think she's a cunt, she is a fucking cunt in my head. That's not gonna change. Even if you put me in fucking prison, that's not gonna change my picture of her. She's a cunt. It started off as being ironic, AG posing in underwear on the record with the book I wrote, but then I just left it. No. Brew just entered for a brief moment, saying hi. That's okay. He has to do stuff. Why do they always look like this? Because they want to. They wear their insecurities on the outside. She has a PhD in gender studies, probably. Yeah, she is all about. She's an assistant professor. She has all the. That's her study. That's her study about where was it? Ready Player 2, women, gamers, and designed identity. Talking all about identity. It's a study. It's a gender fucking study. Pasty, chubby, blue hair dye. Thick glasses. Potato, as usual. She got a goblet neck for more throat action. I don't know. In this picture, she looks kind of okayish, but that's an older picture. Around 2017-ish, I think. Closer to 2017-ish. That's probably a more accurate picture here. Oh, I'm not showing. Like, this is a more accurate picture. This is an older picture. She looks like okayish in that sense, like very mid. But the blue hair just, yeah. That's how she looks in everyday manner. It gets worse. How didn't she get sued? Or sometimes Ready Player One has a sequel called that. I have it. I don't know. Ready Player 2 woke, but yeah. Like, you're so polite. I'm the angry guy here. I am allowed to be angry. Am I not? It's called Angry Game Fucking News. Well, without the fucking. And they also have women boss powers. She is not a boss. I'm telling you, she has no boss powers at all. She has zero boss energy, man. Zero. I generally believe there is something in the blue dye that seeps seeps to the brain. There's just too much coincidence. Desire to fit in. Weak people can't stand alone. I mean, every human wants to fit in somewhere. That's why Rumble blew up a lot in 2023, right? That's why I started streaming on Rumble and uploading videos late 2022 on Rumble too, because YouTube was restricting us a lot. So everybody wants to be in a community in some sort. Human beings are social creatures. That's just how it is. In movies, the Asian teen always has a blue streak. Oh, can that be true? I never realized or paid attention. She just liked the Smurf when she was young, so blue dominates her life. That's not it. Done, and now I feel dumb. Thanks, Ike. You are welcome, Bimo. I'm making people smart and dumb at the same time on a daily basis. Oi, Mrs. Sarge, we used to call old ladies blue hairs because their gray hair would turn blue when they dyed it. Okay. Yep, that's true. Also, what do you mean with old ladies? You are an old lady too, Mrs. Sarge. You know that. I have a woman in the neighborhood past 50. She dyes her hair purple. Somebody can't age well there, I guess. John. Mrs. Sarge screams. Yeah, Eden. Yes, old women did it, and it was cool and cute. It is extremely hard to fap to. Bitch looks crazy. She looked crazy. But she has zero energy, so who cares? Oh, Sarge. Oh, wait, Mrs. Sarge. We need Parmesan again with the symbol in the chat there. He wants to be very special. How is everyone's day? Mine is so far okay. I don't dye my hair. True, but you are still old. Me neither. I like my white hair particles. That's Fredos. I still have original color with a few grays. And even thinner hair than me, as such. She has super thin hair. I have thin hair, actually. I have great hair, though. Like, my line is receding maybe a little bit, but very slowly, if. How much for Ike to become a blue hair? That would look stupid. I would look like the guy from Scammer Payback, or what was it? UrhG. He did that. I mean, I think he still does it. I'm gonna get like a dye that washes off in about 2-3 weeks. So, let's make it $200. I can go with that shit. I'm not gonna stay forever, so who cares? I can dye my beers. Your beers? Though that sticker thing is red. Don't dye your bears. Nobody should dye any bears. All people should not dye their hair. Beard. Oh, I would not have guessed that. It's beard. I'm gonna start leaving my mustache grow, though old school. Anyhow, we are done with the news. Overtime, but the chat was there. The chat is still there. So whatever, guys. I thank you for being around. I hope you enjoyed whatever was there at the end. Keep away from blue-haired freaks. Grog told us. I'm gonna just show it to you again. Read it for yourself once more while I talk. My name is Ike. This is Switzerland.playit with TAGN, the Angry Game News. Every day, 10 a.m. I start the news. Just keep it in your calendar. Follow the channel. Give me all your money. Down in the video description is the donation link for other methods of giving me all your money. If you don't want to give it me through Rumble. Buy a mug. Buy a mug. Yes, that would be a good idea. Buy a mug. It's a good mug. 15 ounces. Big enough for a lot of coffee. And it's going to help me a little bit out financially. Yeah. Next news tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, here on this channel. On Rumble, on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. I just realized, because I saw a message on on Twitch, where some guy told me like they can't chat because it was on follower has to be followed for 3 months. So I changed it to 30 minutes. I can just hope that we're gonna get more on Kick and Twitch. Kick, I most never get any real messages. Fine, I will. Here's all my money. $1. That's it. Brew for $1. I appreciate it. Every dollar is. Till next time. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your day, morning, evening, or wherever you are. Thank you. Bye-bye. Also, go blame Sarge for his VBS. He has vertical video syndrome, and he doesn't know, but I had to tell him yesterday. People should be stoned for that disease. Oh yeah, tell us how thirsty you are again every evening.